And finally, the AFC East. New England's good. Let's not argue that. This roster, veterans and youth, is built to win it all. Offensive line and running back are good, not great, but good enough. Their schedule's not easy. They have to go to Pittsburgh and to Oakland. They play Carolina and Atlanta. They go to Denver. They've always struggled there. But this is the best coach and the best quarterback and the best owner and the most stability in a division with virtually none. It is very possible they will go 6-0 in division. Brandon Cook's acquisition at wide receiver, it won't be Randy Moss coming to New England, but he could be a 1,200 to 1,300-yard acquisition. This roster is built to win the Super Bowl, and I think they'll get there. 14-2. I've got Miami at 9-7. Now, they were 10-6 last year. I'll pull a game back. But Jay Cutler, let's be honest, Ryan Tannehill last year was 19 touchdowns and 12 picks. I think Cutler can do that. Their defensive line has Ndamukong Suh and Cameron Wake. I love them both. Their schedule early is pretty easy, giving Jay Cutler the opportunity, Tampa, L.A., at the Jets in New Orleans. Jay Cutler can slowly move in and get his feet under him. And J.I. is a running back who is an absolute horse who they can lean on early along with that schedule and defense. Miami at 9-7 vies for a playoff spot. I'm going to put Buffalo at 7-9. They have a tremendous run-blocking offensive line. And their running game with ball control makes Buffalo dangerous. But Sammy Watkins can't stay healthy. Tyrod Taylor's fine, but not spectacular. That equals 7-9 to me. And finally, the New York Jets. I'm sorry, but I have them at 0-16. The quarterback situation is bad as any I remember. I have their over-under at 4, and that's on touchdowns scored this season. I don't like their owner. Quarterback's atrocious. Best receiver just got hurt. Their offensive line shaky. The only really talent I can count on is on the defensive front. But what will it matter? They'll be on the field the entire game. Here's their schedule. Tell me where I'm wrong. I have the New York Jets at 0-16, and therefore the number one pick in the NFL draft as Cleveland and San Francisco rebuild. But I think with offensive minds, can win some actual games. The New York Jets at 0-16. There you go. Very proud of that. I feel very strong.
Your predictions?
I really am.
Would you feel comfortable telling people to go put money on those predictions?
I never tell people where to put their money. But I feel of all the divisions, the AFC East I feel most strongly about. I think New York, I think the Jets are the worst offense I have seen. In fact, the only thing I can compare them to would be the Rams last year. And the Rams had a star running back and a couple of O-linemen I sort of liked, and Tavon Austin. It is hard to imagine them winning a game. So I feel like the same way I do about Conor McGregor. I don't think he's going to win a round. I don't think he's going to land a punch. So even though it sounds harsh, that's what I really truly believe. And I think New England is, with all the chaos in that division now. Listen, the Jets are tanking. Buffalo's kind of C+ at quarterback. I actually think Miami, I think they're going to be kind of what they were last year. A team that doesn't have a chance to win the Super Bowl. Good defensive players, stud running back, easy early schedule. And I think you'll look up at the end of the year and Miami's in a playoff chase. I don't think Jay Cutler is I think he and Ryan Tannehill feel about the same to me. They really do. I think obviously Tannehill was more mobile, but he doesn't throw a very good deep route, and Jay Cutler does, and I think it's kind of the same quarterback. So there you go. This Sunday, don't